Hello, everyone, and I hope that everyone's doing well on this rainy day. So, I wanted to come on here to share with you a few sentiments of mine. So, thank you, everyone, for sharing and resharing all of my videos regarding the IRS, being a former IRS employee. And I want you to understand or know that I have been reading your comments, even if I didn't respond. I've been reading your DMs. And while I'm not able to individually answer all of your questions, what I did do was I put it in a workbook, right? So I compiled all of your questions, all your tax concerns. I researched the IRS manual, so I did the research to come up with the answer, and I put them all in the book. And I want you to understand that I heard you, right? That's number one. While I appreciate you guys resharing the first video that I did where it seems like, well, I was talking shit about the IRS. I appreciate that. But more than that, I want to create an awareness, right? So my ultimate goal is to help you to understand how the IRS operates. And the biggest point that I try to get across in this book is that you have to take the emotion out of it, right? So understand that the IRS is not a human. It is a system, and it operates on guidelines, rules, right? And I misspoke before when I said that the IRS wasn't part of the government. It is a branch of the government, right? So understand that my biggest point, the IRS is not human. So when you receive letters, right, when you receive correspondence from the IRS, it is not someone sitting behind a desk writing, saying, oh, I know this chick, she put all these deductions down, but I know that she didn't, actually have all these deductions. There's not anyone sitting behind the desk with emotions writing letters. They are all system generated. And so when you respond to the IRS, you have to respond in a way that the IRS can understand. They understand through rules and guidelines, their laws. So if you are responding to a letter and you're writing with all your emotions and you're feeling like this is not right and the government is a scam and all of these things, guess what? They're not going to understand that because the system does not run on emotions. They run on laws. Now, if you write back and you respond and say, well, you guys assessed me an additional tax and you weren't supposed to because as per IRS code, blah, 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 it says that you're not supposed to do that, then that's the right way to do it. Then you have their attention. Well, not their attention because they're not human, but that's what they respond to. And understand that even though the IRS is not a human, yes, you have human people like me. I was a representative, right? And I had to answer your calls and things like that. But I could only answer you in response to the system, the framework of the IRS. Whatever their manual says, that's what I had to give you, right? And some people feel like, oh, the IRS is so cold. The people, the agents, I don't like how they respond. I don't like, the answers that they give. However, those answers they seem robotic, and they really are, because you have to go according to the script, according to the manual. That's how the IRS operates. So I wanted to share just a little bit because I want you guys to be able to get results. A lot of you don't get results because you don't speak the IRS language. And that's what the book that I wrote, Behind the Desk, Beside the People. This is not me trying to sell you on something. This is me answering your questions. These are real answers to your questions. And I want to help you guys to learn how to navigate the system. That is the purpose of that book, because you guys have so many questions, and I have the answers, but I can't answer you individually. So I put it in a book, a workbook, a workable book, and I will update it periodically as I see more of the questions, because a lot of you have the same tax concerns. You have the same issues. This book is over 300 something pages. You have the answers in that book, but I will update it periodically. The ebook, the print book, I won't be able to do that. Update it periodically because, once it's printed, it's printed. You have to buy a new one. But my whole motivation for writing this and putting this together was to address all of your concerns. Yes, I also do one-on-one consultations, but it's going to cost you more to do a consultation with me. And my book, which is only $9.99, I'm sure it's going to address many of your concerns because I address everything, every issue. And so I just wanted to come on here so that way you guys can hear my heart when I share what I share with you. I am still going to I will take some time out and like do chapter teachings on what's in the book. But again, you may have a tax situation that needs remedy right now. And so I might not be able to get to it, you know, right away. So again, this book is an option. The link is in my bio. It's only $9.99. When I say that it addresses so many issues, so many concerns, and again, I'm teaching you the language of the IRS. And this is not me saying that you ought to agree with the IRS. This is me telling you that this is the framework that we have to work within. And whether we all like it or not, this is what we have. So if you want to get results, you have to speak the language and you have to give their rules, their guidelines, their laws back to them in order to get results. So I know this was a long video, but hopefully you guys will watch it to the end because I want you to understand where I'm coming from and why I share the information that I share and why I share it the way that I share it, because I don't want you to be so caught up and run on emotions when that's not how you're going to get the results. Okay, so I'm going to come back with the second part and hopefully I'll make it a little shorter, but if not, whatever. If you want to not watch it all the way through, that's you. But I'm giving you valuable information, and I think it's important for you to have. Okay, so I hope you guys are well, and I hope that you guys take what I say because it's valuable and apply it. All right, so until then, everyone be well.